UK Battle Rap News Daily. It's your boy Professor Banner, aka Hulk. You know what to do. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm keeping you abreast with what's going on in UK Battle Rap and Battle Rap across the world. Today, we're going to get into the up-and-coming Don't Flop event that's happening tomorrow. The first in its series, the first one, episode 1, volume 1, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take it outside. So Take It Outside is a new concept by Don't Flop, where they basically just want to film battles with a scenic background, free outdoors in some random places. So the first one is actually taking place on the Jurassic Coast. It's the South Coast. It's in Dorset, and there's a place called Durdle Door, and it basically translates into Old English as a giant's doorway, and there's a big archway in the cliff in the middle of the sea. So it kind of looks sick. I'm going to post a picture of the flyer and stuff. You can have a look at it. It looks sick. I'm going to post a picture of the flyer. You can have a look at it. Unfortunately, in true UK battle rap style, we've got a couple of pullouts, a couple of hiccups, so I'm going to explain the changes on the card, run through the card and give my predictions on the battles that are still happening. So first off, at the bottom of the card, we've got Mash versus Leo Wild. I've never seen any of these guys before. I believe one has had a battle and it never came out because I don't think it was good enough, or something along those lines. It might have been a tryout, might have been part of the highlight reel or something like that, and one of them hasn't had a battle. I don't know which one's which, but either way, I don't think that battle's happening anymore. I haven't necessarily got confirmation, but I just know it's not happening. They've both been taken out of the group chat with the battles. So yeah, that's not happening. Next on the card, we got Pablo Milky Bar versus Weaver. These men are both from the Southwest, so it should be easy for them to get to. Pablo Milky Bar and Weaver have both been in the Last Man Standing tournament. Not the Last Man Standing tournament, sorry, I got that confused. Yeah, it was the Last Man Standing tournament run by Word Life in association with Don't Flop. It was on D-Hack Media, and yeah, the Last Man Standing tournament was an on-beat kind of video battle tournament. They were both in it, both decent. Pablo Milky Bar does have a battle on Don't Flop that you can watch. I think it might be versus Moke, which was his acapella tryout. He also just done a 2-on-2 with For Me in Birmingham, which will be out soon against Jody, Bigfoot and Drop Dead Fred. Weaver, again, I've seen his video on beat battles, but I don't think he's actually had an acapella battle. This will be, I think, his first one on Don't Flop, so it should be a good battle. I'm going to edge it to Pablo for the experience, but I'm not 100% sure on this one. I ain't really seen enough of either of them proper battling to make a proper judgment call, but I'm going to edge it to Pablo on experience. Next on the card, we've got Carlton Shanks versus Frosty Jack. Classic King of the Ronalds matchup, two classic KOTR veterans. Good to see Shanks back. Obviously Frosty's been back on Don't Flop in Brighton last year, and I think more recently somewhere else, could be mistaken. But yeah, Shanks, this is his return battle, first in quite a while, first one for Don't Flop, I think. So yeah, should be sick, really looking forward to that. I'm going to edge that one to Shanks just because I think he's actually one of my favourite battlers from KOTR era anyway. Next up, we have Max Sherry versus Raz Ren. Unfortunately, Raz Ren is not showing up. He said that his lift has pulled out and realised that he doesn't want to drive 7 hours, which is understandable, but you should have thought about that before you booked the battle, mate. So yeah, Bowski versus Mikey C is going to be a heavy battle. Mikey C's an up-and-comer, had a couple battles for Don't Flop, had a couple battles for Beast Anglia. Go and check them out. I think he's only had one acapella battle on Don't Flop, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure. Mikey C's a bit inexperienced with acapella battles. Definitely Bowski's a legend. I'm definitely going to have to give that one to Bowski in my predictions. And then at the top of the card, we got Hulk versus Sean O'Mac. Unfortunately, Sean O'Mac is an absolute waste man. Hasn't been replying. Probably going to make up some excuse that a cat got left on his doorstep or someone's cat died or some bullshit. But just hasn't been replying to any messages since we actually explained to him. He was like, oh yeah, I'm probably just going to sort the travel on a day. And I was like, bro, like it's not just like Manchester to Stockport. You're coming from Manchester to London. If you book it on the day, it's going to be 170 quid. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll look into it now. And then hasn't replied to any messages since. So Sean O'Mac is not showing up. So me and Mac Sherry both don't have opponents, so me and Mac Sherry are going to go at it. Should be a little fun, little bit of a joke battle. Make sure if you're in Dorset or anywhere like that, near them kind of ends, come and show up. It's free, outdoor, on the beach. Get me, might have a little picnic or something, might have a little paddle, get me, have a little splash, get your toes wet, all of that shit. The meeting point is the corner of the beach closest to the arch at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. So make sure you're there. I've been Hulk, aka Professor Banner. You've been amazing. Make sure you subscribe though, otherwise you're not amazing, you're gazing. You feel me? Safe.